Alright, hey there, Celestial Star Yogi crew. So, as you can see, we got this beautiful sunrise coming on here. It's just after a nice, about 3 mile run in the morning. So, go ahead, grab your mat, find a nice surface to practice upon. We're just going to go through a post run yoga session here, just to help you kind of relax some of the muscles that we used and then strengthen the lower back and really just loosen up. So we're going to inhale and exhale, rising up, inhaling, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up at the back arch, and we're going to exhale, taking the elbows, stretching out the left side body, taking a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale to the opposite side, stretching out the right side body now. It's really letting that IT band and side body just stretch out. And then we're going to exhale into the chaturanga, come down. You're going to inhale, cobra. Take a few breaths here. We'll exhale back to child's pose. Let your spine relax, let those vertebrae separate after the compounding run. This is really going to relieve a lot of tension, create more ease, some more clarity. Because we know we can be like focused on their run, so focused, and then it's like taking that time to actually like allow yourself just to let that spine decompress, let those hips relax, let those knees relax, the ankles and the shoulders and the neck. Let the forehead just touch the ground here. Taking some deep breaths and just giving into the ease. You know why you go on those runs, to strengthen yourself, to become a stronger individual. I'm going to inhale right into down dog. Going to inhale the left leg up, three-legged dog. And then exhale it through, drop the knee. It's going to take a minute, sinking into the hips. Inhale the arms up, exhale, twist to the left. Here, you can see that I'm just taking my hand and my elbow on my knee and to my hand. And I'm just in this gentle spinal twist, just allowing some of the pressure to relieve. Stretching, planting the hands, taking the left leg long now, stretching out those hamstrings and a little bit of the calf as well. If it's easy for you to bring your head to your knee, go ahead and do so. If not, just go ahead and just make sure you get that deep stretch in the hamstrings, allowing more blood and oxygen to surge through the leg. Doing a great job. Just keep the breaths deep. Keep working with Ujjayi breathing if you can. Just allow more pranic and life force energy to surge through your being, so you can just really feel the vitality of life again and be re-energized. So we're going to kick back the leg now into down dog once again. Take a couple breaths, rock back and forth. Go ahead, take the leg up, three-legged dog now. Exhaling the foot forward, dropping the left knee. We're going to inhale the arms up, and we're going to exhale to the right, taking the left elbow to the right knee. And then you can just cradle your face with your left hand, and maybe your right hand on your right hip, or take it around to your left hip to sink a little deeper into that spinal twist if that feels beneficial to you. This pose is all about recovering the back and the hips and the legs and allowing the spinal fluid to just open up that spine again and allow the consciousness to flow more easily. Take the hips back, elongate the leg, and stretch out those hamstrings now on the right leg. Again, you can let the forehead down to the knee or just stretch out those hamstrings. Really give it the stretch that you want so you can continue to perform at your top performance level. and really take your performance to new levels as well. Because we're always looking for that as runners, is always what's the way that we can upgrade ourselves, what's in a way that we can get stronger and just really go into those runs with more ease and more confidence and more clarity. And this is the type of practice that I'm teaching you right now on how to get stronger so you can have more running stamina. So just take back the leg now, and just on the hands and knees, we're going to do some cat-cows. Right now, we're just doing a cow, taking a few breaths here, just letting the belly sink and arching the back forward. Now, I'm going to do a nice cat stretch. So you want to just let the head sink down, round through the shoulders. Just stretch the vertebrae that you feel that really need to be stretched, so you can either lift up from the center or more the upper thoracics or the lower lumbar. Just finding where you feel that natural energy stretch is happening so you can connect with that emotion and let that be freed so you can have more energy to take on whatever else you got in the day. So we're going to do a little stretch from side to side. So we're going to stretch to the left, so just arching the back to the left side, and then we're going to take it all the way to the right side, just allowing our really dynamic spine just to regain all that mobility. Nice. Beautiful. And exhaling into child's pose. I want to take about 3 to 5 beautiful breaths in your lower sacrum, just opening up the hips and the lower back once again. Really just fill up the hips and lower back like it's a big balloon, so you can imagine you're just inflating and then exhaling, deflating that balloon. Go ahead, about 3 more breaths. Big deep breaths. Great job. And then let the breath relax and just let yourself be heavy on the mat now. Awesome. Go ahead, take a seated position now. Yeah. Just stretch out the side on the right side. Just drop the left hand to the mat, stretch, and then swap sides. So drop the right hand down, elbow comes up, stretch out that left side body. Then we're going to go for a spinal twist here. So we're going to extend the left leg out, drop the left hand, take the right hand around your back to your left hip, so you're engaging in this easeful spinal twist, starting from the base up the trunk into the neck, twisting the chin around. It's a very gradual but in-depth spinal twist. Breathe throughout this to maximize the benefits. Nice job. And then swap the legs. So take the right hand along your long right leg now to the inside of the foot, and then inhale the left arm up and exhale it, twist around to the back of the right hip there. And again, inhaling and then exhaling into the spinal twist, starting from the base up the trunk and then into the neck. Remember to breathe deep here, up the spine, or some deep belly breaths, where you can breathe into the chest and exhale from the abdominals just to circulate the breath there. Just make sure the breath is deep and really fulfilling. You can see I'm even taking a hand here and I'm just placing it on my left hip, and I'm just breathing into that, really opening up some of the areas where the fascia might have kind of clumped together during the stress of the run. So I'm just allowing that to let go. All right, and then I'm coming onto my knees now, and we're going to come back in a camel pose. So I just have the knees, letting the hips sink forward, exhaling back, reaching for my feet, letting my chest rise on the inhale and the exhale. keeping my neck pretty neutral with my spine here, but really just opening up the forefront of my body to the heavens right now. Breathe into the chest and the stomach. Exhale, contracting the abdominals. Beautiful. Sink back onto your heels and rock forward onto hands and knees. And we're going to come down onto our bellies in the Sphinx pose. Here we're going to do a little bit of a back strengthener, a low back strengthener. So here we're just going to breathe. Just open up that pelvis. You can see I'm extending my head outward, so I have a long line of energy all the way up my spine. And then lifting the knees up off the mat. So this is really the part as you press your pelvis down. You want to see if you can lift both your knees up off the mat. And this is a great low back strengthener, which is going to help tremendously during your runs. And then I'm exhaling and looking back at my foot. Inhaling. And then you can exhale, look back at the other foot, just so you get that nice rotation and the mobility in the neck and the spine. Then we're going to come into bow pose here. Reaching back for the leg. The inside of my ankles here. We're going to let the scapulas contract, come together. Going to press the pelvis into the ground. Going to inhale into the chest and exhale from the abdominals. So I can kind of get this rocking motion going while I'm pressing kind of just above my pubic bone. So there's no pressure, no pain. But it's a great, great, great back arch here. And then also opening up the chest, the collarbones, and really just opens up the whole body just to the universe and that universal intelligence which is innate within you. So let's get in touch with that. Let's really hone in on that and feel that and let that guide us through our life because we have access to that. So it's a nice little tool to have in the tool bag, right? So we're going to let go of that and we're going to exhale into child's pose now. Just go ahead, let yourself relax. Maybe start thinking about that post-workout meal that you want to go get. Nice little protein shake, maybe some egg sandwich. You know, whatever you want in there, really. Great. So now I'm coming onto my back and I'm just pressing up in a wheel pose. You can go into bridge if you like. Wheel pose, I think's, a little bit more of a stretch and, just for the body and the joints. I really like it after a run. So go ahead, press up in the wheel pose, inhale into the chest, exhale, lifting those abdominals and the pelvis up higher. So you're strengthening the back a bit more, the shoulders, the legs, grounding the feet into the mat. And keeping that Ujjayi breath going so you get that pranic flow throughout your body. Connect with your highest self, the universe. The wisdom is here. It's in you. It's in you. The wisdom's in you. Maybe walk the hands a little closer to the feet or the feet a little closer to the hands if it feels good. Gonna exhale, drop back to the mat. Bring the knees to the chest. Drop the hands around. Just give them a nice little hug. And then you can bring the forehead to the knees. A little counter pose for that almighty pose. Let's not joke around. It's a mighty one. And relax back to the mat. Should be feeling pretty amazing by this point in the practice. Hungry for more success in your life. Should be feeling the energy levels, ready to refuel and ready just to take on the challenges of the day. Because that's what you woke up for. It's what you're here for. So let's press up into a shoulder stand. We all know the rules of the shoulder stand. Press the shoulders into the ground as well as the elbows while supporting the lower back with the hands. Inhaling, lifting those toes like they have energy lines bringing them up towards the sky. Inhaling into the chest, exhaling from the abdominals to keep that circular energy going. You can exhale the knees to your forehead, inhaling them, reaching them up, exhaling the knees to the forehead. Inhale up, exhale the knees to the forehead. So clearing out the rubbish from your hips, your legs. It's really just turning that digestive mode on the lower half of the body. Great. Then use your hands as brakes. Lower yourself down to the mat. Go ahead, take the palm of the hands into the eye socket. Now apply a light pressure. It's a tantric secret to access some energy. So give it a try. Breath can be normal now. Kind of combining this as a savasana here. Corpse pose. You might feel like a corpse if you did a long run. If you didn't, it's time to get energized. So go ahead, rock out, come to a seated position. Thank you for joining me. As always, Benjamin Valpy with Celestial Star Yoga. Look forward to my new videos and have a magnificent day. We'll see you next time.